Bulge Khalifa. Made possible by the cult of Khan. That's you guys. I'm Khan Man. Thank you for being here for another bright eyed, bushy tailed Friday morning, getting ready to take on the day's events. And I certainly have my work cut out for me today, but I am excited, more than excited, to announce that I will be on the Ceiling Fan Man tonight. I can't really point at that poster very well. But yes, I don't even know why I called it Bavarian Bulge. There's literally nothing European about this episode. I guess you could say I worked on the other front wheel bearing for my car yesterday, but Bamalam is not Bavarian. If it was a BMW, that would actually make sense, right? If it was a Bavarian Motor Works. It took me a long time to realize that that's what BMW stood for, but I get it. BMW is kind of like the rival of Mercedes-Benz. It's kind of like they're neck and neck in terms of fans and culture, but everybody knows that BMW has way more aftermarket and performance support for their vehicles, and so it's kind of like, oh, I chose to be a Benz guy. I chose the hard road. I was watching a guy yesterday who's got it's a Porsche 918 Spider. It's a really expensive, $1 million hypercar, and it caught on fire at a gas station 10 years ago, and then sat in a junkyard forever. And he's rebuilding it from this destroyed, melted carbon fiber monocoque thing, destroyed, completely wrecked car. And whenever I watch a video like that, it's really inspirational for me because Bamalam is still an operational vehicle. Still has work to be done. I still got some things to hash out, but Bamalam is salvageable. And for a guy like me to watch somebody repairing something completely destroyed like that, it's inspirational. Helps me remember that even though things might seem worse than what we can handle, there's always a way if you have the willingness. We always say, trust God, take the risk, do the work. And in a case like this, I really believe that you can prosper. You can totally put things back together. I think about that all the time. Small scale, big scale. If you can save an old barn find car, if you can bring life back to something and with the work of your hands and with the devotion of your heart and mind, you can rebuild an old car and make it something beautiful and cool again. The same can be done to our world at large. I think about everything we have, all these problems of wars and rumors of wars and the end times every 5 minutes and everything that's going on. And I just think, man, it would be better if we just handled it logistically. If we just looked at it and said, yo, we've got problems. Let's get to work. Let's fix it, man. Because just like with anything else, a triage. You got to order parts. You got to sometimes take something apart. Sometimes the whole job is removing a piece from the car, completely disassembling it, fixing it, putting it back on the car again. Sometimes it's oh, I have to rebuild a part to put it back on the car that I'm trying to rebuild. That's how the world is, too. The world's a large, complicated system of overlapping powers and systems and all these things. And in order for your impact to be palpable and realistic, you sometimes have to take off little chunks. And look, we can't change the world overnight, but we're doing what we can. That's what CDM is all about, raising awareness for people. And then at the same time, we're here doing our weekly videos every day, every other day, or whatever it is on this channel, doing what I can do to continue to spread the word and contribute my positive energy if I have any. Yep, so it's pretty good, Friday, we try to stay motivated, try to keep going. We made it to the end of the work week, my buddy got a new job. I'm excited for him. Seems like victory is coming, although in small margins. We're getting there. I found out that the rear wheel bearing, which is what's actually bad on Bamalam, is going to be really hard to do by myself. I'm going to have to order some specialty tools, which will cost me a pretty penny, but I found out that it would be $800 to get one side done at the local shops. I was like, well, that's out of the question. I was like, well, it's a project car. It's not my daily driver, so we'll have to probably look at figuring out another option. I'm thinking to myself, dang it, I have to get a puller set and get him to rebuild this thing. Okay. It is what it is, man. I've got so much done so far, and I know I have a lot left to do, but that's what it means to be working on projects. You have goals in mind, you chip away at it, keep moving forward, and that's the way our journey is in faith as well. We have this problematic old man that can't even talk. This problematic old man that doesn't want to die off, and it's time to take on the new man and all that responsibility, and the training wheel's got to come off at some point, and it's a lot. So with anything that we're doing, you just got to pace yourself. I know the ultimate goal of being finished, being a good and faithful servant. Having your car running right, having your career, your toolbox organized, or your garage, or whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do, get sorted out, get worked out, give yourself the time that it takes to get it done right, and also, give yourself credit where credit is due. You've come a long way so far. If you're even here right now, it's because you've been drinking Kool-Aid for a while now, and it takes a while for it to sink in, so to speak. Anyway, guys, as I mentioned, I will be on Ceiling Fan Man tonight for the Friday night show. I'm more than excited about it. It's been a while, and it should be a good time. We're all going to be touching back on the whole idea that we got left behind in the rapture. Yeah, honestly, there's so much to be said about this whole thing, and I'm excited what kind of tabs CFM's got up for us tonight and things to check out. I'm real excited for it. But before that, we've got a work day ahead of us, so I got to gear up, get out of here, face the music, and get the day done. We got some major field maintenance to do. We got to inspect the tractor, make sure that it's not leaking more differential fluid. There was grease coming out of it. I cleaned it up, but we're going to have to take a look and be sure. But anyway, I'm sure you all have a lot on your plate as well today, and I pray that it will be productive and that you guys will have success in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Again, we got to trust God, take the risk, and do the work, and that's with everything that we do in life. So God bless you guys. Have a fantastic Friday. I will see you all tonight on Ceiling Fan Man. Yep. Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you later on. God bless.